make hard work of it. Don't make a chore of this. It's a game. It's a game of alignment. What do? I play the game of alignment. What does that mean? Well, I'm a creator, and I use all of the universal forces to my advantage. Well, what does that mean? Well, there's this stream that is flowing directly toward everything I want. And when I get into that current and I stop paddling against it, it takes me where I want to go. Well, how do you get in? Well, sometimes you tiptoe in and it's moving so fast it just takes you. Sometimes you get in and it's moving so slow you wonder if it's going to go at all. But you just have to trust that things are working out for you. This is what you're telling to others who are watching this successful being that you are. Just have to trust. I stopped nitpicking over things that don't matter. I stopped beating up on myself unnecessarily. I stopped making work of things that aren't work. I started utilizing the leverage of the energy that creates worlds to my advantage. I started listening more for my inner voice. I started being aware of more of how I feel and caring about it. I started recognizing when I don't feel good that if I try a little bit, I can release the thought that is at the root of my not feeling good. How do you do that? Well, I usually just quiet my mind and don't think about it at all. How do you do that? Well, I have a meditation process. What's that like? Well, I just focus on things that are really general, like the dripping of a faucet or the sound in the air conditioner, or I watch something that's mesmerizing. How do you do that? Well, sometimes it's more difficult than others, but I have a strong motive for doing it. What's your motive for doing it? Well, I want to feel better. Well, what's the point of feeling better? Well, it's everything. Feeling better is everything. When I feel better, I'm non-resistant. Well, so what? If you're non-resistant, what does that mean? Well, it means now I easily go with the stream in the direction of everything that I want. Well, how do you know the stream is going to take you where you want to go? Because I've been there many times. I know that when I chill and allow that well-being is mine, things are always working out for me. Well, how can things always be working out for you? They are. Things are always working out for all of us if we allow it. How do you know whether you're allowing it or not? By the way you feel. What do? How do you know that you're not allowing it? Don't feel good. What do you do when you're not allowing it? Meditate. Why do you meditate? Well, it's this chore that I do. No, you don't feel like saying that now. I meditate because it's the path of least resistance to what I want. It's proven itself to me over and over and over again. I can control the way I feel because I can control the direction of my mind. And since I can control the direction of my thoughts, then I can control my vibrational point of attraction. And since I can control my vibrational point of attraction, then I can control everything that comes to me. It's really worth chilling. It's really worth getting a handle on this. I know these things to be true. I am the creator of my own reality. And I offer a vibration that everything responds to. And I can tell what vibration I'm offering by the things that are coming to me and by the way I feel. And sometimes I wait till they get there before I figure it out, and sometimes I feel them coming. But in any case, I'm always aware of whether I'm on my path or off my path. On what path? Off of what path? What path? What path? The path of my unfolding, the path of my becoming, the path of my eternal evolution, the path of my eternal beingness, the path of my goodness, the path of my wholeness, the path where the source and I join together in concert for the joy of this moment in time that we are perceiving. Well, what's that moment in time like? Well, sometimes it feels outrageously good. And that means to me that my point of view and the point of view of my source are identical. I can feel when I'm in sync with the source within me. How do you know that? By the way I feel, by the love I feel, by the passion I feel, by the appreciation I feel. Well, how'd you find that? I meditated. I meditated my way into it. I quieted my mind enough that I no longer did that thing I did that muted it or blocked it. I tuned myself to the frequency of my highest good. And now my highest good rendezvous with me everywhere I go. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Something more? Mm. Yeah. We told Esther as the day was beginning that it would be her favorite day ever. And when she listens back to this, she's going to discover why. Our favorite thing in a day like this is your willingness to come and play with us. Sitting here in the room, many of you are watching live around the world, but you are participating here with not only us, but with your own inner being. And it is satisfying to us that we are able to offer some general words about the laws of the universe as we know them to be, and that by your willingness to be here, your willingness to play with us, your willingness to focus, that we are able together collectively to let go of those corks of resistance, and your vibration raises. And what that means, especially in a day like this, is that when we move into some new places where we are not commonly treading, when we are finding some new ways of looking at things that you are not accustomed to looking at from your point of view, that because you have been willing to listen and because your vibration has raised, you're in a new place of clarity where it is meaningful to you. And the reason that we like that so much is because that means you've spent some time. We've been together for about 3 hours, and during a significant part of those hours you have been in a state of alignment with the broader part of who you are. And what that means is you've practiced without meaning to a higher frequency vibration, and that practice is really all that is required in deliberate creation and in allowing what you want. When you have the benefit of finding a piece of music that you like, even though it's usually only 3 minutes long, or finding a book that you're feeling particular resonance with, or you have a new one that you are in love with that you are holding as your object of attention, when you have moments in time where you can focus for periods of time where no resistance enters into the arena for a specific period of time, 17 seconds gets it going, another 17 seconds really adds to it. And when you are able to sustain 68 seconds without resistance entering into the equation, you have moved your vibration significantly. And that's what's happened to several of you on several occasions here today. We talked about the deepest of subjects. We talked about things that matter to you the most. And in all of that, you shifted your vibration significantly. So what that means is, over the next few days, if we were standing in your physical shoes, since we are standing in your physical shoes, since we are standing in your physical shoes, it is our intention to watch for evidence of the new alignment that you've practiced in these hours that we have been together. That evidence is going to thrill you. It's also going to buoy you. When you see it, when you come across it, consciously acknowledge it and make the correlation in your own being. This is as a direct result of my holding myself in vibrational alignment, and I can do that relative to everything. Friends, life is supposed to be fun, and you're not ever going to get it done, and you can't get it wrong. And if you will begin to embrace those contrasting moments as part of the path along your trail to the things that you are really wanting, then life will be sweet, 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 sweet for you the majority of the time. And when it's a little sour, it's still on track. That's really what we want you to hear from us. Be easy about it and meditate if you feel like it. But most of all, make a decision that nothing is more important than that you feel good, and pay attention to the way you feel. And when you feel less than wonderful, do anything and everything you can think of doing, which usually just means change the pace from whatever. So if you're in the middle of a conversation that is taking you down, smile and end it. If you are sitting in your body and it is tired and stiff, get up and move around. In other words, don't allow yourself to continue in the direction of what does not feel good. Use your guidance system in the way it is intended and shift directions. And so in the same way that if you've been sitting too long, you want to get up and stretch, sometimes you are involved in a thought that is not serving you, and you would be well to change the direction of the thought. That's where this going general will serve you. We mean it when we say to you that we are always with you. We are aware of where you stand in relationship to everything that you want. And we, and others like us, those inner beings that exist in your vortex, are aware of where you are in relationship to what you want, and are offering constant inclinations. It sort of goes like, since we see where you are and we know what you want, if we were standing in your physical shoes, we would go this way. And it's not just a projection of thought that we're offering you, because we have access to your muscles, we have access to the cells of your body, we have access to the thoughts that you are thinking. In other words, that influence, that impulse that you receive is that impulse that is us within you. So when you recognize that we are within you, and that we are giving you an impulse to go this way, in your most relaxed state, you will go that way. And when you go in the direction of that which is inspired from within, it is our promise that you are about to rendezvous with something that you have been looking for. And when that happens, the thing that we want you to say to yourself is this: I received an impulse, I trusted it, and it paid off. Play that game for a week, and you will be free of resistance forevermore. There is great love here for you, and as always, we remain in your vortex.